Hello K-freaks, my name is Ara and welcome to my channel. Today I'll show you how to make K-pop pop sockets. Pop sockets are very useful for taking selfies, recording yourself, or especially for apps like Musical.ly and Dubmash. And also they are a very cute way to decorate your phone. So, today I'll show you 3 ways to do the base of the pop socket and also 3 ways to decorate them. They are very easy to make and also the materials are very easy to find. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button if you like this video and comment down below if you would like to see more videos like this. Now without further ado, let's go with the tutorial. We will start with the first method, and for this one we're gonna need some suction cups. The size of this will really depend on how big is your mobile or your phone and also how big you want your pop socket to be. And it doesn't matter if your suction cup has this hanger, we will just remove it. Also some air drying clay and super glue. We will start by cutting the top part of our suction cup. We need it to be as flat as we can but without ripping like the cup itself, just like this. Now we have to start shaping our air dry clay. I don't know how to explain the shape of this, but you just have to make like a tube that is like thinner in the middle and then wider in the 2 ends. Yeah, there is no exact and specific shape for this. As you will see later, I've done like 5 different ones. But yeah, the basis is this one because you will hold with your 2 fingers the middle part, so you need it to be thin and comfortable. Here I'm just helping myself with my fingers to just flatten the top part so it will be a little bit wider and I can just decorate it better. You can help yourself also pushing it against the table so you will make sure that it's completely flat. Once you are done, you will take your suction cup and what you have to do is to put it just under your clay and press it because you want your clay to shape exactly like your suction cup is. Here I'm just sticking it to my phone just to make sure that everything fits well, and then I'll leave it to dry for 24 hours separately and then I'll glue it later. Here I'm just showing you that the 4 that I made are very different one from another and all of them are fine because they have the middle part thin and the top part wide, which is the most important thing. This is optional but you can sand it for a better result. And this is also optional but I decided to spray paint it. Spray paint and nail polish are the best for this kind of projects. And once the paint is completely dry, it's time to just glue the suction cup to the clay part. And you have to glue only the middle part, don't glue the whole suction cup to the clay. And that's it for the first method. Let's go with the second one. For this one again, we will need suction cups, super glue, and also hot silicone or hot glue gun. We will start by taking out our hangers if you have. This time we will not be cutting it. And then you will take 2 suction cups and super glue and you will stick them just back to back, just like this. They are kind of hard to hold and they also take a while to dry, I have to confess. And I decided also to just put a thin layer of hot silicone, as you can see, just in the union, just to make sure that it will not fall off. Now, placing your pop socket in a flat surface, what you're gonna do is just to fill the top suction cup with hot silicone. And then leave it to dry very well until you'll have something like this. As you can see, it's completely flat and completely even. Now if you want, you can spray paint it or paint it with some nail polish, as you want. Now let's go with the third method. We're gonna need suction cups again, super glue, and a piece of thick cardboard. We will start exactly the same as the second method, just taking out the hangers and sticking 2 suction cups just back to back. But once they are dry, what we're gonna do is just to put some super glue in one of the 2 suction cups, like all over the surface, And then we will just stick it to the cardboard, pressing very hard. And you should have something like this. Once it's dry, with scissors or an X-Acto, we will just cut like the excess carton or cardboard that we have, just leaving the original shape of the suction cup. And you are done. I have to say that this is my favorite one. And now let's move on how to decorate them. The first method is the typical one and also the easiest one, and you will only need pictures. They have to be round if you want, like the typical ones are round, but you always can experiment. Who says we can't? So you're also gonna need some clear tape. We will start by cutting our image and sticking it to the pop socket, the top part of the pop socket. You can use any of the pop sockets that we made before and it will work fine. I'm using a glue stick, but you can use any glue of your choice. Just make sure that it's well glued. And then we will cover it with the clear tape, making sure that there is no bubbles. Now we have to cut all the excess tape, but we have to leave about 2 millimeters all around, just to stick like the borders in the back of the pop socket. So what I'm doing here, I'm just making small cuts so I can adapt like the image to the shape of the pop socket. And then carefully I'm just sticking them to the back one by one, as you can see. And this is how your pop socket should look like right now. You can also experiment and do shapes that are not round at all, and I just followed the same steps. I cutted the picture, sticked it to the pop socket, and then in this case, before putting the tape, I just trimmed like the excess parts, just adapting the cardboard to the image that I had. Here I'm just painting the borders because my cardboard is white. And yeah, now I'm just putting the tape and following the same steps. Let's go with the second method on how to decorate. This time I'm using watercolors and a marker. And this is very easy and very creative. You just have to start making gradients or mix of colors. Yeah, you just have to follow your inspiration. And once you have it, leave it to dry very well. So once it's completely dry, it's time to draw your logo on it. And here is where I messed up this idea, because I wanted to freehand it and I forgot about that. I can't freehand anything because I really suck at this. So yeah, I really recommend you to have a stencil or something like this, or maybe draw it with pencil very light first and then draw it with the marker. But you get the idea. And for the third and last idea on how to decorate, we will be using some rhinestones. I'm using these ones. They are originally for just nail art and stuff like this, but they work very fine because they are so tiny. And also we'll be using some super glue again. And yeah, I learned from my mistake, and this time I'm using tracing paper to trace the logo of ASTRO on my pop socket. You might not see the result, but here is it. Now you just have to follow your stencil. I recommend you to work by section, put a little bit of glue and then fill the section with the rhinestones and then move to the other section, put again some glue and then do it. Remember that the super glue dries very fast. So yeah, just keep going. There is no mystery for this. And you should end up with something like this. I didn't have enough yellow rhinestones. So that was all for today's video. I hope that you really like it. Don't forget to comment down below which pop socket was your favorite one. Also, if you have any suggestion or any question, just comment again down below. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and also to share it and to subscribe. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Annyeong!